See, originally, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mudahar, Hassan, Sangrat, the whole crew, and now Akash, or a cuck, a cuck. Oh man, I forget where I saw that comment. I think it was actually in his video and stuff. So I wanted to make this video to talk about those two guys who wanted to liberate Haiti and make it a country for themselves, just all two of them, two guys, and they like hired homeless people. But I gotta talk about the Amatsu that has been unleashed on China. This is what happens when you have a big mouth, okay? You don't have a big mouth. You don't mess with Japan. Japan is the best. Here, I'm learning about this stuff right now, okay? Not only are they one of the world's leaders in like semiconductors and like all these high purity chemicals and stuff, but like the manufacturing sector in China. So all those cheap electronics that we've all been enjoying for years and years basically were handed down to them by the Japanese. And this recent diplomatic whatever, right? This diplomat went to Japan. He didn't want to bow. He didn't like respect the leadership, this and that. And then within like 3 days, oh my goodness, they didn't know this. I didn't know this. So there's something called photoresistors. I'm just learning about this right now, and it goes into like processors and other products, electronics, circuitry, cars, etc., right? Um, they can't make it on their own. The chemicals, the high purity chemicals, they're 100% reliant on Japan, and it gets even worse. Like because of this slight by the Chinese diplomat against Japan, they say China might run out of these essential products to maintain their machines, their photoresist machines, and they'll be derelict within like 7 to 3 days. It's a very dire situation, and we have to point it out. It's more important. These guys going into I just had to point that out because I find that so hilarious. Like, what the hell? And they're hiring homeless people. It's like, yo, let's go take over this country. They can't do shit. We have better guns. Well, and they wanted to take all the women and children and make their own, like, society where they. Yo, dog, I didn't know white mans be like that. Like, I know that, like, sometimes they got that fever, yellow fever, whatever, right? But like, oh man, you're gonna throw your entire life away, kill like countless people, become the enemy of the world in the process. Even though like the situation in Haiti isn't like exactly crystal clear, but like going into the place and killing everybody isn't exactly going to win you any like fucking Nobel Peace Prizes, my guy. But like that wasn't even the funniest part about it. The funniest part is like they're like we're gonna get all these Haiti women for ourselves. Oh, you got some African queen fever, my guy. You got some like Oh, no wonder they freed the slaves. Oh, I went there. I went there. Oh, oh man. Yo, holla at your boy, Myron Gaines. I think Myron Gaines probably said it the best. Okay, and I'm gonna like release another video talking about like my relationship because I still have grievances against Andrew Tate and his whole like openness towards trans people. No, man, you gotta walk that one back. Okay, you gotta walk that shit back. Like young men are gonna throw their lives away thinking it's the same. No, it's not the same, homie. Come on, man. You could just say no to both. Alright? Alright. But like, if we can break bread on the fact that the red pill was not only resoundingly right, but will continue to be right, well, yeah, of course. Take the blue pill and go back to Neverland. Yeah, man. I've been blue pilling my life up. I seriously have. I used to think that I was living outside the box, but nah, man. You learn shit in like 5 to 10 minutes that will change your life prolifically for the rest of your existence. Like how long you got to live, man? Did you know? I didn't know. I didn't know Japan had this like level of capability, ingenuity. Like I always like respected them, but like this puts it on a whole new level. a whole new level. Okay, so what I'm getting at is when you have stupid people and they open their mouths, whether it's diplomats or like Akash or like anybody who's simping for their queen or like, hey, look, if you find a woman that is contrary to all this bullshit, yeah, cool. I'm happy for you because guess what? You are the exception to the rule. And do not get a fat head. Do not be egotistical about it because what happens to a cuck skunk, a cuck skunk. What happened to him could possibly happen to you. And the only way you can escape that fate is by acknowledging that, like, there are cultures who, let's just be honest, their women are a plagiarized version of the women, mostly to the countries that they're entering into. So, like, they will lavishly celebrate, the nation's holidays. So, like, Christmas, whatever, right? And there's nothing wrong. Everybody should, like, at least in the festive way, celebrate Christmas. You don't have to be religious about it, but, like, whatever, right? But then you have the whole, like, aspect of like, oh, honor killing and like, she should lose her virginity to her family, which is just like a fucked up belief that I'm only learning about now, but whatever, right? Or like, how girls like say that they're still a virgin even though they like taken in the ass, like Akash's wife. So fucking putting that stupid ass on blast, and like people and their mouths cost. They cost them. Like his wife cost Akash. His career is fucking over. Like I just casually go through like some of the videos because I've been watching like all these responses on his videos, and then you see like a couple of his videos because I went to his YouTube page once, and it'll just show up in my recommended. So I'll just let me see this one, and again just scroll immediately. Don't even like start the video. Immediately scroll out to the comment section. That girl is fucking expensive, man. And is she attractive? No. It's fucking, you have zero standards. It's like, what did you expect, man? You smell like grew up in and like fester in shit your whole fucking life, and then you turn around and pretend that, oh, it's the Hindus. Oh, it's just these the Indians in this one village and this and that. And like, yeah, I don't like that fucking village either, man. I'm not even part of that religion no more. But like, if we can attest to the truth and reality of it, like, sorry, man, the Sikhs and the Muslims are way worse, and it's always like clockwork, right? And I'm not trying to like pretend like Hindus don't do anything like that pisses people off, this or that, right? But it's almost like clockwork every single time you get an incident involving them, right? It has to be, oh, the Indian poop throwing festival, and like, yeah, maybe that was like a long time coming and like had nothing to do with the whole like Islamic like invasion of the United Kingdom. It's almost like on a daily basis, like videos are coming out, girls getting raped, getting stalked, harassed, like on video too, girls pulling out their phone, filming this shit happening in real time, and people telling you, stop being racist, stop being this, shut the fuck up about that shit, man. Like I said, the cops can't protect kids. They're only going to protect them after the fact. After the fact. Like, do you think the cop's job is there to stand around like these schools and to be like, hey, you're too old to be talking to that girl and shit? No, because their job is to stay on like whatever for like any call that they get in, and then they go in after the fact. Understand? After the fact, after someone's getting has been sexually assaulted, after someone has been like abused or like injured, after the fact, right? And oftentimes that's why these grooming gangs get away with it, because they don't want to get involved with these fucking guys. Like, they got their family members, they got the kids in the house with them. Like, can you imagine like the traumatization, right, of young children having to listen to like some young underage girl getting raped by like all these family members in their house, and then they're just like sitting quiet, like whatever, right? And like, even though they not want to speak out about it, like, I know for a fact that as a man, you have to protect children, dude. You have to do it. No one's gonna like you to say this, but these cultures and these police can't protect kids, and we have evidence of this in the United Kingdom. We have evidence of this in Canada. Like, I still remember that when they were raising that Palestinian flag, like the history between me and the Jews. It just like flashed right before my eyes, right? Growing up with them, going to high school with them, having problems with them here and there, and then like you know, that saying they say, "I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy." Yeah, I don't consider the Jewish people my enemy. I don't wish that on them, because not only did they raise up the Palestinian flag, you see that rabbi in the background, and you're just like, and he's got the kafifa on. I know what the fucking kafifa is, eh? I know what it is because if people wear it all the fucking time, and it's like rhymes with Mia Khalifa, so I know what it is. The fucking whole ass, fucking retard ass people and shit. And they're like, oh, we have our independence. And how are they gonna write about that independence and shit? Well, they don't have to write about it. You can just fucking watch it on goddamn YouTube or some shit like that. Some like, video essay, documentary and shit. Yeah, man. Their mouths wrote a check. And like, what would have been the easiest solution to this prolonged war? I think it was like, was it a year plus? I fucking don't remember how, like, October 7th. I think it happened 2023, if not 2024. Fuck. Life is a blur, man. Life is a, well, actually no. Yeah, it's been 2+ years. Fuck. I'm just fucking like, you know, I'm just so fatigued with it all because I'm trying to move ahead in my life where I'm learning about this like new technology and shit like that, and like how China, like, I still think China has the benefit of having that graphite car battery technology. So like they're not out of the game completely, but when it comes to silicon, and like the whole processing, manufacturing, and like distributing of it, they are 100% reliant on Japan, like almost to a fault. And this is where them having a big mouth, pretending like they're better than they're not, is their biggest issue. Now they're dealing with a ship shortage, a crisis that is going to cost their photolithography machines. I'm not fully aware on the process, but apparently like they require constant service and maintenance, and if they are out of commission for a certain period of time, like the chemicals will become inert, and the process can't go on, and they're just basically scrap metal at that point. Yeah, man, the times we live in, right? And let's go across the world now. So we have a bunch of cultures, right? We all know who these fucking retards are, and they all want the same thing: supremacy. Now, instead of name calling and this and that, let's just point out what their problem is. The reason why they want supremacy is because their parents are related. The majority of their population is inbred, and they are a burden to themselves. So instead of acknowledging this and dealing with the problem on their own terms, they try to push their problems on everyone else. And that is why globally, not just here in North America or like, Europe, but globally, they want to expand and spread the disease, the diminishing factor of the human genome. So basically, evolution backwards. And they pride themselves on that because if everybody's stupid, then no one's stupid type shit, right? If everyone's mentally challenged, then no one's mentally challenged. And that's why you have governors, I mean, government officials, yeah, governors, judges, law, whatever, people in the justice system releasing like hardcore criminals. And it's all too convenient, right? How black people have been used from like almost since I was born, it's been like this. Black people have been used as a scapegoat for overreaching, I guess, systematic control, even though people don't realize that yet. Because even though the specific judges who allow these individuals with like large amounts of criminal records, history, background, and even crimes that are relating to the murders that they committed, like even though they had all that on their record, their criminal record, these judges knew all too well that these politicians who are, messing with the votes, um, basically allowing crime to happen wide scale and ignoring it. Like, it's like, oh, you don't like these people, you're racist type thing. It's to do that. It's to allow these people who are very much, lacking in the moral scale to evade justice. But Japan said no. It unleashed its Amatsu. This is what happens when you mess with the best. See, I didn't even know this. I'm fucking scared of Japan now. Like, holy shit. Like, they have the entire world. It's just a small nation. Like, in the grand scheme of things, landmass wise, right? Such a small nation. The entire world and came out the victor. Truly, Japan's lineage is legendary. A history, well refined. It's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be, because they've unleashed the Amatsu. The president, everybody is just like pulling up their, socks, shoes. I don't know, euphemisms and stuff I always throw out and stuff. But it's like, so I'm getting in like heavily invested into the whole software releasing, and the idea that the Steam machine is going to be priced at a PC had me scratching my head for a second, because I'm like, wait, why would you make it cost as much as a PC if the video card, I mean, sorry, GPU, always get those mixed up. There's no such thing as video cards anymore. It's all GPUs. The GPU is only an 8 gig one, right? And because at first I thought that was to like make the console cheaper. It's going to be competitively priced, like like a PlayStation Pro 5 Pro, right? Like that price. But no, it's going to hit the, in America of all places, the 1,000 mark. And I have to bring this up because you know what I mean. Like it's East versus West, and East has just dominated the market almost in totality. Because think about it like this: the Sony PlayStation that came out, what was it, 2020, whatever? No, like 2018, 2017, I forget, has higher specs in some aspects than the Steam machine, and yet costs maybe like three, four, 500 less. I don't know. The Steam machine hasn't come out yet. The ingenuity that the Japanese people had is leading us into the future. And we cannot deny the supremacy of the Japanese game developers who've embellished us with all the enjoyment and like memories we hold so fondly from growing up. It's like, I remember getting this because we didn't get a Super Nintendo. I remember getting Star Wars on the Nintendo, this Nintendo game. And it wasn't the Japanese. I heard there was a Japanese version. I was like way more crazy. But it's just like that idea that like, and you could argue, well, it's George Lucas. Lucasfilms made that game, but like it's on a Nintendo, dude. You have to respect it. Japan is the greatest when it comes to game development. You cannot deny it anymore. If you do, then ask yourself this: would you want to, in your game library? And I know maybe some of you are thinking this, but would you really want to, like, get rid of all your Japanese games to prove a point? Nah, man, they're just too much fun. They're just too good. What about your Monster Hunter, huh? You can't get no Monster Hunter without Japan. Well, anyways, take care, everybody, and remember, watch your mouth.